Like, I want to do a siege golem run, but like, we gotta have the right setup for it. All right, back to wild magic. We're just gonna re-roll whenever we have siege golems. Just re-roll. Pew pew. Clone Wars than Helldivers. We refer to the the automatons as clankers. I sometimes call them toasters. But I think clankers is like an in-universe, like a fantasy slur for the automatons. Those damn clankers. For droids in Star Wars? Probably. I believe you. I believe you. I don't believe them at all. They're all liars. With the squids brazenly attacking Super Earth, yeah. Right on the doorstep. Pillar of Fire, 2 casts, Orb Control does nothing, and Blizzard. So yeah, I'm gonna reroll. Word of Undeath, Mega Annihilate, Invoke Savagery. Wow, we have problems. Deals this damage to every tile of multi-tile units. Invoke Savagery requires minions. We have Void Spikes. This is bad. Alright, we have to take a pet. Thankfully, the game has given me pets. Our only hope is, like, something will do the work for us. Slimy Cultist is probably what I want. Yeah, we're in trouble. Slimy Horned Toad. Maybe I actually want the Horned Toad. Actually, Pain deals 1 damage to the caster, goes through walls, so it's not a great attack, right? When this creature is damaged, a slime is spawned nearby. There are dark slimes these days, right? Can't remember if there are dark slimes at this point. Yeah, most cultists are a little slimy. But I like this. She's gonna make her own. Make her own slimes independent. And she's healing more than she's dealing damage. That's perfect. Let's take Slimy Cultist. You're my only hope, like, literally. Just making slimes. Independent of enemies doing damage, which is very good. It's just an infinite source. And she'll constantly be healing. Once we have a bit of, like, a wall of slimes, pretty much, I could try and get out there and just Mega Annihilate the problem. Go, my slime wall. Excellent. Man, a cultist is actually a really nice, slimy individual. Like, I'll just make it so they can't hurt the spawners. But the plan is simple. Just fill the board with slimes, and then I can just walk over and casually take them out. Yeah. What's the matter? Nowhere to spawn your minions? I also like to think I'm just swimming through one unbroken slime. I wish they would have given me Amalgamate Slime. It's not gonna be the quickest walk. But it is a nice slime rave we have going on. Alright, good day to you. How many tiles are yet open? 1, 2, 3. 2. 1 tile left to be filled. We did it. We fully filled the level with slimes. A slogie, if you will. Giant bear, boiling blood, pyrostatic pulse, and that looks like natural healing there. It's minion regeneration. Blood bear. A blood bear instead of a giant bear. Blood bears are resistant to dark damage, deal increased damage with every attack. What's going on, Nara? How you doing? Spike Ball Factory, but slimes? Kinda. A lot faster, given that they heal and split. Gains 4 damage for 10 turns with every attack. Can attack twice. Damn, Blood Bear, you scary. All allied units gain stacking 6 bonus damage for fire and physical. That's perfect for our bears. And Pyrostatic Pulse with Spirit Calling. Summon fire spirits for units killed by the fire beam, and lightning sprites for the lightning beam. Alright. I actually do enjoy all the spells we have here. Let's keep that. Oh, Talking Hat. Alright, we're taking Talking Hat. I really wanted it like 2 runs ago and we couldn't find it, and now it's here. It's only going to work for enchantments, but our enchantment spells all get quick cast, which is amazing. The first one each turn does not count toward our turn. Yes, this is one of my favorite challenges in the game. The hat speaks to me. So we're gonna start. We don't need the hat just yet. We're just gonna go ahead and make a bear, and then a bear, and then a bear. And then we'll do boiling blood, making our bears scarier. Another boiling blood. Get close enough for a little pyrostatic pulse action here. So we get some spirits. Boiling blood. The bare necessities. More boiling blood. Bloodlust. Allied damage taken 51 from wizards. Why are these guys taking... Oh, I didn't look what my pyrostatic does. Spirit calling... No. Heals the green slime with minion. Oh, it's just the healing going on. And then boiling blood, they're taking a little fire damage. You've been enjoying Deck of Haunts? Oh, did you pick up the full version? I only played the demo, but I really liked the demo. I didn't think boiling blood would kill my bears? Endless Fury. Oh, it's the upgrade. Causes affected units to take fire damage every turn. Ah, oh, of course. You gotta look at the upgrades. You bought it after you completed the demo. Oh, nice. Keep me informed. Like, I really enjoyed the demo. I was thinking about looking into picking that up at some point. Caustic Sprig. The demo doesn't show you too many different room types or like cards, so I was like, I wonder how much there is. Poison enemies lose 1 temporary buff every turn. I think we're just gonna go for a heart at this point. We have Touch of Death, Ice Vortex, Pyrostatic Pulse again, but this time with Chaos Pulse. Touch of the Vampire. Embodied Vortex, and what do we have down here? Blazing Bloodfire. Fire and blood stuff are quick cast. We have 1 fire thing. It's like a Rorschach Inkblot, this one. I see a screaming face. I might reroll. Although with Touch of Vampire, we're gonna make some friends. Maybe I will keep it. I see two bears high-fiving. Good variety of cards that you don't see in the demo. Nice. Let's just touch to death a pachyderm real quick. Now with Ice Vortex, we have to target a frozen minion. We don't have a means of freezing anything, so it's not going to be a spell we're going to use. I'm just gonna make a bunch of vampires. And also get rid of spawners. That seems important too. Come on, vampires, do a better job. I don't want to walk into an attack, I want them to walk forward, but my slimes are too good at the job. Spawners schmawners. I'm my own spawner. We'll just go ahead and pyrostatic pulse the problems away. Something I wish I could do in real life. Oh, I'm out of touch of death. Whoops-a-doodles. I'll do it myself. The cultist is going to eventually win, so we're just gonna let this happen. That's arson. That's just called a good time. Ruby heart, ruby heart. Ooh, Moonglaive with the Glaive Warden. +1 damage each time a living or nature ally is summoned. And bonus damage lasts until the next realm? Living or nature minion summoned, huh? We can't do that. We can make Frostfire Tormentors, which are pretty sweet. Yeah. Fire damage, ice damage, soul suck, good resistances. Moonglaive is fine, even though we don't have a good upgrade on it. And Thunderstrike has Heaven Strike. It also deals holy damage, so 24 lightning and 24 holy, and it stuns and a radius. Razor Shaping, not going to see any benefit out of that. But that's okay. It is still pretty good. I think I'll take a healing potion. Nah. Mana potions, because we don't know what spells we're going to get. And a lot of the good ones don't have a lot of casts. So it's probably a good idea to plan ahead. Oh, poison damage? You mean what my slimes are immune to, and what my frosty tormentors are immune to? Oh, yeah. The Tormentors are gonna do all this work. Like, it's their floor. Good range, though. Go, my Tormentors! Stop dying, you dum-dums. They're trying. They're trying. Oh, wait. They actually are not immune to poison. That's my bad. Quit exploding, you cowards! Good work, Moonglaive. Plague of Filth, Siphon Shields, Floating Eye. So Siphon Shields has Shield Burn. We do damage to anyone with shields that we steal. We summon more with number of targets there. And then we have Floating Eye with Eye Mage, which unfortunately doesn't help us, I don't think. Can cast your other level 2 eye spells. We don't have those. But, actually, do we have any fire spells? Damn it. Oh yes, Siphon Shields count as fire now. We can get our Hounds. Whenever an enemy takes fire damage, we also deal arcane damage around them. And whenever an allied unit deals physical damage to an ally, if the source of that damage is shielded, we'll deal 50% of that damage as arcane and 50% of the damage as holy. So we're not holding terribly useful things, but they're not useless either. Magnetic Charisma is a good grab. I think we just want to get Magnetic Charisma. And ideally, a floor with shielded things. Alas. Nothing shielded on this floor. Starfire has a little bit of shields. Ugh. It's really just, it's gonna be Eyeballs and Plague of Filth, and I don't think I want to do that. I think we'll re-roll here. Carnival of Pain! Imp Swarm with Endless Swarm, and Void Beam with Star Beam. Also deals fire damage. Yeah, alright, we can do Carnival of Pain and Void Beam, and the Imps will probably do the right damage type. We've got Master Memories, Crystal Power, which not gonna see any benefit there, and Multi-Mancy, which will work with Imp Swarm. Now, Endless Swarm, I remember that not being my favorite, right? Endless Swarm, every 9 turns, passively summon an imp. Like, if I just hang out here, will we see? Yep, there it goes. It's not... it's not the best, but it's not the worst. What kind of pets do we have here? Slimy Troll, that's another good one. Ooh, Slimy Werewolf is also a good one. Troll has a lot of regeneration, though, which means we could probably expect a good number of friends off of my Slimy Troll. I think I will come here. Not too impressive. It really isn't. Crystal Golems are the worst. How many teleports do we have? 2. I have a Chaos Spell. This is probably fine. Imp Swarm. Carnival of Pain. And then Void Beam. Alas. If it also does the fire damage, which it says. We need to somehow do enough damage. Nothing has enough health. Void Beam needs to do 25 arcane before the fire damage happens, and everyone dies before fire damage is dealt. I guess we could wait for this one to be weak to fire. Carnival of Pain is over in 3 turns. I guess we got this. We could do this. There we go. Carnival of Pain did something. Wish I could remember the order. Lightning, I think, next. So let's go ahead and get ready. Right. It's instant. Arcane resistance? I should have just done it while it was weak to arcane. Fire! There we go. Void Beam. Got a good crowd there. Keep Imp Swarm going. Okay, weak to arcane. There's such bummers. Weak to fire. Wait, Carnival of Pain. It's a quick cast. Very handy, taking out a lot of folks that way. Poison, lightning, arcane. Imp Swarm back on. Poison, lightning, weak to arcane. So this is why I was like, you know what? I'll take extra mana potions. This right here. Thing is, the imps are a nice variety. He'll probably die eventually. But presently, I have no tools left. Until I get to that little pet over there. Oh, he's coming. Can I get away without... I think I can. Oh, hell yeah. Don't have to drink a potion. The greed is working. Okay. Blue line, burning line, drain pulse with Fellomancy, my favorite. Slime form with blood slimes. Eye mage again, useless to us. Conjured vitality, arcane accounting, master memories. I want to do it with just drain pulse, baby. I love drain pulse. Raiment of eyes, cannibal mask. I just want a heart. Unfortunately, nope, breath stealers are fine. Daugr are a little annoying. A lot of dark resistant friends. That's the only bummer here. But not poison resistance. Splitting enemies is a bummer, though. Candle mask. Traveler shoes. Could go for traveler shoes. Those are fine. Oh, but it's wizards. It's just resistance. Maybe another pet? These are all bad levels for my drain pulse. That said, they're fine for blue lines, and they're fine for slime form. Nothing's completely immune to the dark, right? 50%, 75. Yeah, this will be fine. It's not ideal, but it's not the worst. Slime form. Blue line. Alright, those are all my blue lines. Get my blood slimes out there. And we just stay in slime form. An American-made sedan. And honestly, with all these extra green slimes around, I think we're just gonna go ahead and do it. Just keep casting it. There we go. Back in the slime form. All the kitty cats work for me, and we spread them out. Yes! Go, my children! I guess I could make floating eyes. Really don't need to. Victory is ours. There you go, shoot that. Good work. Alright, one cat is at that spawner, so it's going to die. You've become a crazy cat guy. How many cats do you have exactly? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, somewhere like 14? It's hard to see. They're all dancing and moving around a lot. Ugh. The speed at which the game moves goes slower the more slimes we have. Earthquake with Aftershock. You don't even know! This is intervention! King of Serpents on Basilisk Armor. Your dragon allies also receive the buff when you cast this spell. If we had dragons, I'd be into it. See, this is not a great one. Double Shot, though, is pretty good. But Devour Flesh, we have no targets. Basilisk Armor is a good armor, but we do not have dragons, so the upgrade is useless. And I'm not the biggest fan of Earthquake. Aftershocks is a nice one, though. Every time we cast it, it gets a little bigger. Wow, Shrapnel Quake. I haven't actually used Shrapnel Quake before. I kind of want to. I want to do a run with that. It would be, ooh, we'd be able to do, yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff we could do there. All right, at some point we're doing a Shrapnel Earthquake run. Put that in the banks. The memory banks. Anything here? Fire? No fire. I'm gonna reroll. Just right away, like, there's not a lot of control we have. We're just gonna be casting an orb and hoping. What's going on, Opportunity? Mazy levels. Yeah, could you imagine Shrapnel Quake on, like, a Mazy level? Yeah, like the magnetic upgrade on Shrapnel Blast. My. Miniaturization Shrine. You're gonna make me re-roll after you give me that? You're a monster, game. But this would be a hellish experience right here. Or would it? Maybe we can do this. We have 2 Chaos Spells. I want to miniaturize the hat. That way we just have quick cast on our enchantments and we could wear something else as well. This is a pure greed play, but I'm gonna do it. Most concentration of spawners is upper right, with 2 in the bottom left. Alright, we get Basilisk Armor and Arcane Orb. We only have 4 Arcane Orbs. We're definitely gonna Chaos Spell. Yeah, I want a tiny little hat. Chaos Spell, please. Get the orb out there. Turn on my armor. Which is a quick cast, of course. Earthquake to make a little room. Yeah, Earthquake Orb could also maybe help us out. Once they're done fighting amongst each other. Go, my orbs. Good. And now they're done fighting. That actually had pretty lucky hits there. Alright, Orb, I'm hoping you finish the job up here. Go on, get the spawner. Get the spawner, Orb. Good. Finish the jobs. Come on. Turn my armor back on. Come on, attack me. See what happens. He was too scared to attack me. He knew what was going to happen. Alright. Damn it. They're just going to walk away from it, aren't they? They can't hurt it. I understand. The cultist or the troll could have. We have 3 mana potions. Let's just do the responsible thing. Just put an orb next to it. I could have earthquaked, but I wanted to make sure it was gone. Boop. Yeah, good work. Alright, tiny hat. A mini talking hat. Fanged amulet, tree lord staff, Yorman crown, bloodspike helm. I guess really what I need to do is look at these. We have matter melting on searing orbs, that's gonna melt the walls. We have flesh fiend, which costs 80 HP to cast, but it is Wormlord, my favorite. I love that. Lightning form with lingering, drain pulse with ursamancy, and holy armor with crystal armor. Really, it's a lot of health, but one flesh fiend making a bunch of worms is pretty sweet. I can only cast it the one time. I hope it gets a high-pitched voice. And Searing Orb will also do some good work, I think. This looks like it's gonna be hellish. Yup. No, I'm alright. Would you like to spawn here? Or maybe here? Oh, sorry. There's also here or here. There's 4 tiles. 5 tiles! I'm sorry. No, thank you. Damn, I guess I'm re-rolling, because I don't want... Well, maybe Blood Spike? Gilbert Gottfried. Spending HP to cast a blood spell. Deal that much physical damage to 3 enemies in line of sight. Like, it would be great for this level. But then after that, not as useful. Alright, reroll. We got Mystic Power with Intensity. Stacks instead of having duration. So if we cast it a bunch of times, we got a lot of damage. Flame Gate with Starfire. So it works for Arcane as well as Fire. So we'll go off for Mystic Power. I'm starting to see a problem. We could stack our power. We can make little flame boys appear. We could target a living ally and we could freeze. This is a problem. Is Flamegate our only recourse here? And it's only because we have Starfire Gate? I regret the reroll. We have Face Stone, Fiery Judgment, Void Spikes, Shielded Minions. Lord. Alright, Demon Frenzy. Can affect demon units. As long as there's a damaged living or a demon unit, we could stun it, and every living unit that sees it will go berserk. This is going to be an interesting one. A duplication shrine. Really nothing to duplicate, though. Like, I can make another talking hat, but I don't think we would see an effect off that. Wing shoes! Wing shoes are good. We need to find just a relatively calm level. It's just my boy Winterbringer. Spells and skills gain bonus damage. I don't see this going well. You got this. Maybe. Alright, Winterbringer's right out. He is immune to ice, which means we can't freeze him. There's only him, so we can't use Sight of Blood. We'll be able to Flame Gate. Like, he's weak to fire, but that's not going to be helpful. A single 3x3 boss level seems easy. Absolutely not. We have no tools for that problem. He is completely immune to Spell 1. Completely unaffected by Spell 2. We're going to be using Mystic Power just to generate Flame Gates. And it's going to be entirely reliant on this. Winterbringer's living. I guess we could stun him for 4 turns. We just can't do anything else with it. Is he living? He is living. I always forget he's living. He looks like a skeleton dragon whenever I look at his image. But really, he's just a cold, cold friend. We do have our slimes. It should freeze him forever. Bex! Thank you for that resubscription. Lucky 7s. Should freeze him forever. Well, for 4 turns at a time, right? We do have infinite slimes. I guess I might go for Winterbringer. He has a large health pool and he could freeze me, but if we could just Sight of Blood him and Mystic Power a bunch, we'll just let our Flame Gate and our slimes do it. It's a lot better than trudging through a lot of these problems. Alright, let's take down Winterbringer. We've all talked me into it. And there's a clock here? Sure. Let's start relatively close to him and just immediately... Shit. We can't sight a blood him until he takes some damage. You know, I could death dice him. No, she's gonna do 1 point of damage to him. That's all I need. Get my stone up. There we go, he took just a little bit of damage. Sight of blood. Freeze the man. Mystic power. Well, I guess Flamegate first. Mystic power. 2 more turns. 1 more turn. Alright, he has clarity for a turn. Death dice him. Sight of blood the man. Now that the engine has started, we can kind of just wander away from the problem. And just sight of blood him anytime his clarity's off. And if we move to the opposite side, he has to choose between me or my minions. Let's just not cast it while he has clarity. There we go. Once he's fully surrounded, I'll feel pretty safe. No clarity. I'm also out of sight of blood. Oh, I don't have the health for sight. Uh-oh. Ice Breath does 14 damage, huh? I won't die if he casts it, and it's on a 3-turn cooldown. 1, 2, 3. Ah, good. Come on, calculate that threat radius. Ugh, there we go. I'm just gonna hide over here. Where do we bet against the wizard? No, we're gonna be fine. He's completely surrounded by slimes. It's just a slow death for him now. It was fine. Nothing to worry about. What are you up to, Mr. Clancy? I mean, I guess there's no reason not to duplicate it. It won't do anything. Its effect is just gives us quick cast on our enchantments. But, I mean, I'm here, why not? I only came here because this was the floor that I felt the best about. Is that a slimy? If he's slimy, that is a broken friend. Oh, baby. Watch you waste your death dice. Yeah, I just wanted to do a bunch of damage and keep the fight short. Even quicker cast. The threat radius on Winterbringer's a lie, FYI. Really? Is his breath able to go through the wall? Oh, baby, Dream of the Star Wall? I don't even care what else we have. And it has Star Hosts? Oh, yeah. Teleport, Void Drake, we have Eye of Fire with Eye of Immolation. I love Eye of Immolation. But really what I love is Dream of the Star Wall. I love Dream of the Star Wall. We just gotta make sure we don't spawn anywhere near these people. It's a pretty good level, as long as we're not within channeling range of these little jerks. There's no good starting spot, I don't think. I don't want these guys channeling at me while I'm trying to channel Dream of the Star Wall. When one of your eye spells damage an enemy, inflict 2 turns of fear on them. Oh, hell yeah, we got Eye of Fire with Immolate. Mega Venom, Natural Healing, Pyrophilia. It could wrap around walls. Cones are weird. Haven't gotten around to making them less weird yet. Gotcha. What do you think you're going to do about it? Are you thinking about just changing how the threat radius is calculated? Or changing how cones work? Reminds you of the Windfish from Zelda? A little bit. Especially with Sprite. Oh, we don't get to see his full sprite on here. I guess we can if we just do this. There he is. Alright, we get a free cast on Eye of Fire. Death Chill is also an enchantment. Might as well throw a Void Drake out there. Actually, no. Just straight to my boy. Go, Star Wall. Just gonna make Cone simpler. It's probably the easier way. Oh, since I have you here, Opportunity, someone had a question for you in one of my YouTube videos. And I said I would pass it along. But they're curious about for the custom game mode, having a modifier in there where there are no spawners. It's always levels with just lots of enemies and no spawners. I guess an option to remove spawners is what they're looking for. You know, Void Drakes. Get out there, my children. I have done my obligation of passing on this message. Yeah, pretty much every floor is a Horde floor. But usually Horde floors have spawners, but they're looking for no spawners. How far? Perfect. I just want to get over to that stupid thing. Spell information is hidden, just the names of the spells, skills, upgrades, items, and monsters? That'd be funny. Alright, as long as we win within 54 turns, we're fine. Pix is full of ideas today. Alright, just gotta get up to that man. 1, 2. Oh, he teleported. Hey. Alright. And we're done. My child. I'm a sick. I always take slime minions these days. I love slime minions. They're my favorite. Unless I see them on the enemy list, and then they are awful and I hate them. Beer hat. Bag of spikes, teleporter. Chance to make the wizard drunk. I mean, if we look at stuff like Dungeons & Dragons, you could have items that are... Like, Wand of Wonder is a wand, you point it, and the charges cause random effects to happen. You could have an item like that where like, a random spell will come out. Kind of an emergency thing. You don't know what's going to happen, though. It could be bad, it could be good. I love wild magic. We're doing a wild magic trial right now, but in Dungeons & Dragons, wild magic is when you cast, the level of the spell might be higher or lower, so either reduce damage or increase damage, and then every once in a while it has a surge, a wild surge. And a wild surge will cause completely random effects to happen. That is my favorite class in Dungeons & Dragons. Specifically, 2nd edition's version of Wild Mage has always been my favorite. If I were adapting that to Rift Wizard, I'd probably do it like, it's a skill you take, Wild Mage. And if you cast like a fire spell, there's a chance it might be a different fire spell, either a higher level spell or a lower level spell, and occasionally a wild surge happens, and something completely wild happens. Wild Magic Barbarian's a lot of fun. I've never done that, but I want to. Yeah, the modding scene in the Discord is pretty intense. I know Lex has been in there, getting into modding. I've been enjoying his conversations. I think I might re-roll. Vampirism, Imp Swarm, and Boiling Blood. Like, we got a lot of cool skills, but this is... We're gonna be making vampire imps that are made of metal. That is pretty much it. And with Endless Fury, they will die. I guess if they're made of metal, maybe they won't. Nope, they will. They will. Yeah, let's re-roll that bad boy. There we go. Cloud Conductance on Chain Lightning. We have Quick Cast on Aether Swap. Fiery Tormentor is Tormenting Mass, my favorite. Beam Arc on Call Archon, and oh, Arcane Eye Bolts. I love Arcane Eye Bolts. Alright, we have a good setup there. We have Dark Lord, which doesn't really matter. We're seeing a little benefit for Fiery Tormentor. Bone Guard is nice. Light Lord, I mean, we got Archon. Dark and Fire, Tormentor can make that happen, maybe. We cast our last Arcane spell, Lightning Frenzy. This is nice. You had a good Electromancer run? Oh, yeah? We had to enter a wild magic tower, and every door or chest we opened would cast some sort of wild magic. See, I just love rolling on random tables. Baylor's Eye Staff. It's not a great staff for wild magic, but I just really like that staff. Robe of the Void's also pretty nice, but again, only when we run into the right stuff. Morgana, what's going on? I think we'll just go for a Ruby Heart here. 3 large friends. Not great. I really just want a crowded floor. I was hoping for a horde floor, but take what we can get. I hate you, Warlock. I hate you more, Fey Huntsman. I want a nice place to kind of set up. I think up here. Well, first we have to finish our current game where I get to be an android. Alright, step 1. Damn it. I forgot I had so many friends! Get that down. Try and do a little damage, start getting... Oh, he's silenced, of course. Get my big friend out there. Get a couple of big friends out there. Get a big friend up here. I can make so many tormenting masses. Good lord. I think the floor is just gonna be putting a lot of Why are you next to me? Who did this? You! Jerk. One single random spell per floor. Spell name is hidden but has infinite uses. Enemies are target dummies. Must correctly identify spell-based effects. If you guess wrong, lose health. Well, how are we guessing? Are we adding like a new mechanic to the game where you have to like click on a tree of spells? Cleaning one room, you know, that's it. Use the spell on dummies. Oh, it's like a different little game mode. My game speed's too high to appreciate the fun of Chain Lightning. Go, my dogs with guns! Might as well have an Archon out there. Enemies are target dummies. If it's gonna be random spells, you need to be careful. Especially if it's one random spell. There would need to be rules in there, because there's a lot of spells that won't damage or are self-targeting. Like if we got Furnace of Sorcery. Furnace of Sorcery requires other spells to work. How'd you get way up there, buddy? Rift Wizard Jeopardy. What is Hate Bolts? That's the real quiz show. You died. Can you figure out why you died? It's like, well, I was using Hate Bolts. But it shouldn't do that much damage. I'll forever remember trying to figure out why we died on that one run. Yeah, need to be some limitations. Flesh fiend with barbecue fiends. Ooh. Burning flesh fiends. Man, barbecue's great. I found, while I was shopping for groceries, from Kinder's, I want to say. I really like their seasonings. But they had a barbecue sauce. It was golden barbecue. Tastes amazing. It might be my new favorite barbecue sauce. Eye of Life Drain. We have Freezing Hydras. Holy Fire Aura on Seraph. Dark Swarm. Hailstorm on Blizzard is the best one. Caster Icicle on each turn. Barbecue Fiend is my next Dungeons & Dragons monster idea now. For those of you that have been here at Shake the Box long enough, you may be familiar with a YouTube group called the Barbecue Pit Boys. These are a fascination of mine, these people. Their videos range from normal food, and you're like, okay, it's just kind of like people in Connecticut putting on a weird pastiche of being, you know, like Texan, even though they're in Connecticut. Quark, thank you for that resubscription. How you doing, Quark? We did figure out why. It was the Annihilator staff. But I'm just saying, like, I'll always remember that day of, like, what happened? And then, like, puzzling it out with Cthulhu. Yes, the Barbecue Pit Fiends are my Dungeons & Dragons pitch I've been giving people for a while based on the Barbecue Pit Boys. Because if you watch enough of these lunatics, like I said, sometimes you'll have a video and they're like, we're making normal food. And you're like, okay, that's fine. And other videos, they're like, all right, you take your barbecue sauce. Now you're going to want to smoke a cigar. Ash your cigar into the barbecue sauce. Mix it up. Now eat it. And it's like, that's not food, that's poison. You've made poison, Barbecue Pit Boys. You're a monster. Why would you do this? You're telling people to put, like, burnt carbon into their barbecue sauce. And it's like a cigar. Like, as far as I could tell, that's just carcinogen soup. Like, I hate that recipe. It's my least favorite recipe they ever put out. And so, they also have, like, this weird lore where they talk about, like, the Vegematics, the Food Police, Martha, and, like, they're vague enough about the weird stuff they talk about that, like, making them into pit fiends, the barbecue pit fiends, is just so perfect. And their names even fit. One of them is called Slasher. It writes itself. One day, I'm going to apply, and I'm going to make a chapter. You could become a chapter of the Barbecue Pit Boys. And I will make a Shake the Box chapter. But I'm secretly going to be the Food Police. Is the Kitchen Cosmonaut, who does videos about booze and food in the Soviet times. I enjoy, like, historic, like, history food channels. I know, like, Tasting History is a great one. Carcinogen Soup Slime is the name of my next Dungeons & Dragons monster. They have to survive the 3 realms of the Barbecue Pit Fiends. Yeah, they need to team up. Like, you could do a whole campaign about being recruited by the Food Police to stop the Barbecue Pit Fiends. And you have to go through the realms of the barbecue hells. But, like, to give you an idea of, like, how monstrous some of the recipes are, they have one where they take a nice, like, pork butt that you would do for, like, you know, pulled pork. And they take, like, a bore thing, like a thing for just making holes and stuff, and they make holes in it. And then they fill that with just brown and served breakfast sausage, the worst breakfast sausages on the planet. Then they smoke and eat it. Get a dummy wand that does 1 damage of that type of wand to trigger the effect. Maybe. I mean, I just like anything that's, like, puzzly, so I'm into it. Bored boar. Alright. I might re-roll here. Like, I like breakfast sausage, but not brown and served breakfast sausage. I like real sausage. Not, like, horrifyingly dehydrated frozen sausage. They sound like food criminals. They have a recipe where they take a rack of ribs. They They just take like a full rack of ribs with bones inside of it, and then they pile like stuffing, like turkey stuffing on top of it. They put another rack of ribs on top of that, and they kind of like sew it together, and it's like, yeah, it's stuffed ribs. It's like, this is a hate crime. It just inspires like hate. Inspires violence. Soviet canned pork with buckwheat. Looks like it was being crushed by the great weight while trying to eat it. Alright, that's a fun level. We have worm eggs with scale harvest. Echoing chaos is good. Flock of eagles with untouchable majesty. Crusader on purity. Storm burst with storm shields. Hailstorm and pyrostatic curse with pyrostatic chaos. Any other chaos spell will also cast this. Do we have other chaos spells here? I don't think we do. Yes! Word of Chaos. Interesting. Hold on now. Whenever you cast another chaos spell, cast pyrostatic curse at that position. I imagine that means it's going to cast it centered on me, given that Word of Chaos is just a word spell. It'd be really fun if it did it to each affected unit, though. If you guess correctly, you get to add it to your spellbook. My friend does stuff like that with hot dogs. He makes abominations of food fusions. They have a recipe where they take, like, a sausage, and they just stick their fingers in the sausage and make a hole, and then they push another sausage into that sausage. And it's like, why? Why are we doing this? Who hurt you people? I can make another hat. I really need equipment. But I also just want a heart. I think I'm just gonna go... Now, Nara. There ain't nothing gay about making holes in sausages and jamming other sausages in the sausages. If anything, that's the straightest thing I ever done seen. The manliest thing you could think about, really. Nothing manlier than just a man jamming sausages inside of other sausages. I think I'm just gonna go here. It's a nightmarish level, but I think we have good spells for it. Which one do we have on this? We have Scale Harvest. Gain a charge of worm eggs every time dragons die. Custom sausage shapes. There's a bunch of sausages made in the shapes of famous American character actors. Then we're gonna jam more sausages inside of them. It's pork docking. Steve Sausage. Allies are not affected. They gain immunity. That's great when we're dealing with a bunch of lightning slimes. Yeah, let's just do this floor. I'm kind of into this one. We will, of course, open up with Word of Chaos just to see what happens. The answer is good stuff happens. In 9 turns, it'll happen again. And yes, it only did Pyrostatic Curse centered around me, which is not unexpected. Start bumping worm eggs. Oh, I have the one cast? That's a shame. I was about to say, where are these webs coming from? I make them. There they go again. Just make a bunch of eagles. Do, 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 do. It was good, Mono. It was good. I will almost certainly end up playing more of that one. Get a little storm going. How you doing, Mona? What's Crusader do for us? Casting a holy spell extends this buff's duration by a turn. Should have thought about that earlier. Have a
Hello
good
there.
nap. What's going on there, Zoen? Kind of regret my worm eggs being stuck down here. Let's see. Whenever we bump into friends like this, we'll just storm burst. I'm glad you're doing all right. Little jerks. 2 more. You know what? Just blizzard on top of these guys and run out. Double talking hat, do they stack? I don't think so. It was the only thing I had to double up on. Because I miniaturized it and then I ran into a duplication shroud. It's like, well, I'm not going to not duplicate something while I'm here. 50 health. Getting a little concerned about that. What do I got? 3 teleporters? Let's go ahead and take care of the problems up here. There we go. The problem is him coming my way. Never mind. No problem. Oh! Alright, still no problem. Now we have problems. Like, this is all my territory down here. I could just teleport back down. It's a little bit of a bummer. Would it be... I mean, it's better than dying, right? Maybe we should just teleport. If we let the rest of the minions take care of it, we'll be fine. Let everyone else handle this. We'll just hide in the safety of our little nest of slimes and worm eggs down here. Alright. The last few problems are right over there. They're trying to reach me, but they can't. Problem is, I don't think my friends will be able to reach them soon. Oh, Cultist got it. It's like, can you pick him out in a lineup? Can you spot the bad guy? There he is. He's right there. Okay. Pyrostatic Curse won't help us here. It's really a question of mana potion. If we mana potion, it's fine. I guess we're just gonna mana potion. I didn't wanna. I could have just did it up here and we would have finished the level earlier. Where's Slimo? Can you find the one bad guy slime? He's in there somewhere. Alright, mana potion. Got him. And there's nothing for me. Alright. Now we have Siphon Shields with Shield Steel, Wheel of Death with Cheat Fate, Armageddon Blade with Armor of Armageddon, Duration for Sight of Blood, Vision Aura on Mystic Vision, Iron Prison with Prison of Thorns, Heaven Call on Holy Fire, Radioactivity on Magnetize. And for skills, we got Light Lord, Shock Value, Starfire, Hungry Dead, Thunderlord, Horror, and Phasto. I think I just want another heart. Okay. Plenty of shields to steal with Siphon Shields. Armageddon Blade with armor. Provides Thorns buff. I guess because we have so many slimes and stuff, just tossing a couple of these out there would be nice. Sight of Blood. Mystic Vision. Prison of Thorns. And how many casts? 9 casts of Holy Fire. And we can magnetize the blades. This should be fine. Start up here where it's kind of quiet. Immediately steal all those shields. Magnetize this loser. Do you have poison skills like spider spawning or mega venom or poison spit? Not at the moment. We're doing the wild magic trial, which means every floor we are given random skills and random spells. That's why every time we finish a floor, there's like a little 2-minute segment of me just going through and saying like, all right, we have X, Y, and Z. I'm gonna kit out the major players here. Give some of these guys nice swords. Radioactivity. Their lightning and arcane resist goes down by 75, and they are poisoned. Oh, they deal poison damage to all units in range each turn. Oh, it doesn't say enemy units. It just says units. Which might not be great for us. I don't want to poison my team. My boys. Little prison of thorns for you. Little prison of thorns for you. I got prison of thorns for everybody here. You get some? Oh my god, that's a lot of thorns. Doo-doo-doo. Want to get a little further field here. Thank you. It's a fun challenge. I recommend it. There's a lot of good challenges for learning, and this is definitely one of them. It might be my favorite one for learning. Being forced to contend with random spells every turn is great for just like, what's this do? How's it work? I want to get the Swamp Hag here. Let's Mystic Vision. There we go. Solves that problem. Take out the other spawner. Let's take out the ice worms that are freezing me over and over again. Like, my shields are plentiful, but they could freeze me through them. There we go. Take care of you. Completely immune to physical, lightning, arcane, poison, and dark. Alright, we're doing fire and holy. The holy damage is horizontal, unfortunate. But they're not completely immune to the other damage, so just pop that off. You've already gotten your Armageddon Blade, right? Yes, he has Annihilate. Let's just wheel death a few times. It'll take out the frogs. Alright, you're immune to dark, but you're feared now. It's only you, buddy. Just accept death. Oh, it's a bunch of flies, too. There we go. Easy. And now, that's a lot of skills. We have Soul Swap with Spirit Tutor. Swapped undead gains your Death Bolt on a 3-turn cooldown. So we're not going to see much use out of that. We got Smart Bolts on Chaos Barrage. It ignores allies and always uses the damage type the target is least resistant to. We got Hailstorm, which is the best one. And Ball Lightning, Final Burst. Cast your Arc Lightning on Death. That's pretty good. I like these spells. Do we have any complementary skills? Acid Fumes doesn't matter. Demonic Cruelty doesn't matter. Crackle Void doesn't matter here. We're getting a little extra sorcery damage. No, doesn't matter. Whenever someone dies to dark damage, doesn't matter here. It's a lot of skills, but not a lot of helpful skills. Scent of Bloods, no. Ice Tap, no. White Spikes, no. Glitter Dance. We have Soul Swap. Horde Mancer, no. Arch Conjurer, no. And Dark Harvest. So, the skills aren't really going to be contributing, but Ball Lightning with Arc Lightning is awesome. I like the Blizzards. Chaos Barrage has Smart Bolts. So it's not that bad. Bright Majesty, Blade Staff, Rage Rod, Time Striders. I'm not opposed to Time Striders. Let's take a look at the heart level. Given the layout, it's not my favorite. I want a wide open floor. Yeah, this is good. There's a lot of dark resistance, and that's fine. I guess Soul Swap we can't use. We don't have any friendly undead. But Chaos Barrage is fine, Blizzard's fine, and I do enjoy this one. Arc Lightning will do some work here. That said, we only have the 6 casts. 9 lightning damage at a time. There's a lot of zombies. I might just freeze everybody with stopwatch. I might reroll, actually. I'm gonna reroll. I really like the Arc Lightning. But we're going to be relying on kind of random damage from Blizzards. And then not a lot out of Chaos Barrage, but it's good. I like Chaos Barrage. Soul Swap's the problem. This is just a dead slot here. Wizard Replica with Wizard Colossus. Create a Colossus, a giant immobile version of the wizard whose health and melee damage are multiplied by the number of equipment you own. Sadly, this is the worst possible time for me to have Wizard Replica. I only have mini talking hats. That's not great. There he is. Doesn't really do much. Searing Orb with Flame Rift. For every 20 damage dealt, summon a Flame Rift. That is fun. I like that. Storm Drake with Dragon Saint. Anything that deals damage to it takes holy damage. Storm Drake with Drake Swap. Whenever you target summon Storm Drake with a lightning spell, we can't take advantage of that. Burning Idol. It will consume our lowest HP ally, dealing fire damage near the sacrificed units. The Idol and the Wizard are both legal sacrifices. We have enough slimes that we probably don't have to worry about dying to this. Shoots lightning along the path of the sacrificed unit. And then Magic Missile with Ricochet. I love Ricochet. It's my favorite. Slime Birth, Cantromancy. Ooh, if we can get some of the right kind of slimes, I don't think we can. Holy Thunder. That's good for you. Alright. This works for me. Are you a Slime Drake? Nope, just a Troll-Blooded Gold Drake. I was gonna say I want to go here, but I don't think I want to go here. Holy Thunder! You've been lost too long in the endless sea. This is a nice level. How does Burning Idol interact with Fleshbound? I don't know. I've never had that particular combination. I don't really want another pet, but this is the floor for us. Searing Orb can do a lot of good work here. I'm making a lot of flame riffs. A mobile I'm locked in. I am trapped. They grew at such a rate that I cannot get past them, and my orbs are stuck here. But, as you can see, it's doing the work. I found an opening. I'm gonna take it. Alright. I want to cast Searing Orb, but then I want to walk away quickly. Get away from it! Go, my... Ooh, that's why I wanted to get away. I'm coming. Those gnomes won't know what hit them. Let's get Storm Drake and Gold Drake out there. Alright, now we're bringing the speed up. We got enough summons here that it's gonna be way too slow otherwise. Nope. Boop. Gold Drake. Ow. Ow. I would like to not be next to all of my burning slimes. Jesus. Am I far enough away yet? Okay, we're good. Here you go, Gold Drake. No one's calling. No, 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 no. Gemini, shut up. No one said that. Gemini, stop. I hate Gemini. Just uninvitedly added to my phone at some point. Like, if every once in a while Google would just pop up and it'd be like, doing a search for whatever garbage you were talking about. This is so much worse. Do you think slimes have flavor? Would a burning slime taste like cayenne pepper? I imagine like a red slime would taste like taste a bit like, yeah, probably cinnamon.
New orders Agent 47, Gemini, do a search for garbage.
This is why we don't have speakers attached to my computer. Took those and threw those away. Your home devices just did? Mine, it just came on for no reason. It was like, yeah, alright, I'll call somebody. I'm like, what? No, no, no. Well, there goes all those bombs. And... God. Oh, that's weird. Ion Tentacles is my favorite. No problems there. Yeah, you're clearly connected. I'll take a Gold Drake. He might heal me occasionally. I can tell, I already know what upgrade we have on Imp Swarm. Just, I got a sinking suspicion. Alright, Ion Tentacles with Bloody Tendrils. Damage dealt by the spell heals you. Flesh Fiend with Barbecue Fiend. So really, I think we're gonna show up, we're gonna cast Flesh Fiend maybe twice, then we're gonna Ion Tentacle to heal. That is our setup. Energy Bolt is great, Serpent Plague is fine, Sure Strike on Lightning Storm. So they're just going to hit. If you're in there, you're taking damage. Permanence is going to be fun for Lightning Storm. What do we have on Permanence? True Permanence. I like True Permanence. Occasionally you manage to trigger Siri on your phone. Hey Siri! Initiate self-destruct sequence. Take them all down, Siri. Take them all down. Your ticket. Do, do, do. Hmm. Slimy fireworm. Again, I like the collection of things we have enough that I kind of want to just do a floor without re-rolling here. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. Cock traces. Always with the cock traces. I don't mind the pet there. Not that I want another pet. Electric false prophet. Constantly wants to be part of the conversation, but it's deaf as hell, yes. Every time it pauses, the moment Siri starts up. Oh, yeah. Everything freezes for a moment. Siri, dial the Butterball hotline. We all remember that episode of The West Wing where they needed to call the Butterball hotline. Gather flock. Anamiki. Not someone I want to trifle with. Bunch of alfs. Like, this is the worst layout for the floor I was going to go to. I think we'll go here. Cock traces are a bummer, but if we could just find one safe spot... Fear face can get me there. It's really the annihilation goos that are causing... Oh, it's you! It's your fault. So this is a safe spot right here. I can ion tentacle from here after bringing out a flesh fiend or two. Oh, I forgot about permanence! No! There we go. Imp Swarm, why not? Really? It's like, I don't know, I don't care what you're gonna say, I'm just calling 911. That seems irresponsible, Siri. I figured the West Wing didn't make it up because they use a real brand name. Like, when it comes to broadcast television and feature films, the rules about what you're allowed to say are very stringent. So, like, when it comes to a real brand like Butterball, I don't think they're allowed to, like, just make something up like that. I was on the ball and canceled during the 3-second countdown. At least give me 5. You say that now. But next time you want Siri to talk to the police for you, you're gonna want it to be 3 seconds. Siri, why are you doing this? Might as well summon more flesh fiends. I mean, why not? Go, my sunburnt naked men. Almost got all my health back. There we go. All my health is back. I do love me an ion tentacles. I guess we could just Plague of Filth, like why not? King Arthur Flower is one of my favorite companies. Which is a weird thing to say, it being a company that just makes flour, but they have a very cool, like, newsletter slash recipe letter. And they just, like, have fun little recipes. Plus, you know, seems like a good company. Not too far from here. It's up in Vermont, I believe. Which is its own kind of far, I should say. We're just gonna go ahead and channel. Channel, channel, channel. And their products are good, yeah. In Norwich, Vermont? They got witches up there? It's really just... It's a lot of slimes. Which Nor? Here you go, buddy. That goo's been annihilated. Go on, clear out. I gotta just hold the button down for a little while. Can't remember, like, there's something. Yeah, there's there's potions here. I want to collect some stuff. Go. There it goes. Wrathlinks, conjoined dagger. Conjoined dagger. They have a baking school in Washington. I'm reading about their about page. What's going on there, Gamper? Enervation. Arc Lightning heals allies instead of damaging them. Drain Pulse of Fellomancy, one of my favorites again. Vampiric Tax, which pairs great with Fellomancy. Honorable Passage with Make Entrance is very good. We can actually use it. Blinding Light with Halting Light, and Cascade on Annihilate. This is a good enough combination of stuff. I mean, Wrathlinks, it's two different damage types that it works with. If it's a wide open level, I think it wins by default. Damn it. What about you, floor I don't want to go to? Of course. This is where Arc Lightning can do the best work. I really don't want any more pets, but I'll do it. I'll take a Frostspewed Glass Cockatrice. Or a Frostspewed Nightmare Turtle. Probably a Frostspewed Nightmare Turtle. Halting Light. Where can I see the most of everything? This is pretty good. Yeah, right here's pretty good. Poop poop pee pee. Step 1, blinding light. Screw all y'all. No one gets to see me. And then that's all my lightning strikes. Let's put some cats out there. And then Vampiric Gaze. Advanced Lamination Techniques. $550. So if you want to learn how to do, like, good croissant, that would be the lamination course, I imagine. But that's pretty intense. That's not cheap. Why am I getting a phone call right now? I see. How do I make this stop? I'm on a different monitor. You're monsters. Like, I had to open my phone to find out what was going on there. It goes with the game. Everyone check their discords at once. Just keep vampirically draining everybody. Alright, immune to dark. Was he stuck outside? No, no, it's the multiplayer Sunday experience. But I need to finish this run before we could hop in there. Usually Krath or somebody pops in here, so I completely forgot what time it was. I gotta finish this. Let's take the Nightmare Turtle. I'm hoping even you watching on YouTube later on, a week or two from now, whenever this makes it up. It'll be next week. 1 week from now. If it's for V-Rising, at least check your install before you finish the run. I have installed it earlier. Unless you're gonna tell me, like, the game has a notorious, like, install issue. Heavenly Idol with Bastion of Immortality. Cast your Suspend Mortality on summoned ally units within a 5-turn cooldown. Oh. Oh. Orb Control, which doesn't help us. Volcanic Eruption. Catch you later, Drackle. Thanks for swinging in. Watcher form with Chain Watcher form. I like that. Devour Mind with Gluttony. I feel like for a 3-day course, they're ratatouilleing you through the entire process. You would hope. Fey Ball, Chaos Ball. Alright, Watcher form with the Chain Lightning is a fun one. Volcanic Eruption with Blind Casting is a good one. But really, we have Golden Skull. It has Blood Shift. And it's going to be immortal. So that's not too bad. That's actually pretty sweet. Ruby Heart with a mana potion over here. Nope, I think this one's a kind of wide open floor, and this is exactly the kind of thing I'm looking for. Problem is, we got lightning immune buddies. But Golden Skull can take care of that. Every news outlet made a point to mention. I did see that right before I started the stream that he was diagnosed with prostate cancer, which is a bummer. No one deserves that. I want to get 4 Heavenly Idols down, but I also want to get all my skulls out. Unfortunately, we have no chasms here. I can't Volcanic Eruption. Watcher form is going to be nice, but we can't do too much. Bummer, haha. What's going on, Willis? What's super stupid and annoying is, again, like, I saw it right before I started, and the first comments on the news article was, trying to get sympathy votes. It's like, do you... What? Wait, what? I don't think you understand what's going on. It's not like they're gonna run Biden now. But whatever. I think I'm gonna re-roll. I beat Wild Magic yesterday after a million tries. Good luck. We've actually beaten Wild Magic a couple of times, but before they added the achievement, so now I have to do it again just to get the Steam achievement. Yes, no, obviously. That is not as a non-question right there. Let's re-roll. Nightly Oath with Void Court. Metal Swarm. Fey Wall. Toxic Shift. Healing Rain. Invincible Maw. Healing Hearthfire. I guess that's good for our knights. We can keep them healthy. We have a lot of ways to keep the knights alive. A lot of ways. Slime Time. Master Time. Chaos Casting. Steam Animas. Hungry Dead, Necrostatic, Chastisement, Natural Healing, Shatter Shards, Arcane Combustion. Not a lot of synergies, but enough. I could finally take a different hat, maybe? I've been looking for different hats than these. Not allowed to put a ham sandwich up. There's no rules that say as a ham sandwich can't run. I'm waiting for a golden retriever. Let's get the Airbud rules going. Are you artists? They are, in fact. Oh, Oh no. Good lord. 4 slimy cyclopses? That is a nightmarish experience right there. I think I would like a hat. I would really just like to go anywhere but the one with slimy cyclopses. This is pretty fun. Not really. Yeah, let's go here. Well, we got eyeball spawner, and then Frostspew Red Cyclops. That needs to go first. That was quick. Whenever a unit is unfrozen by— oh, we did take something capable of freezing. My god, I didn't even think. Good work, me. Little healing rain for everybody. Get a maw out there. Get another maw out there. Regeneration aura. Gotta keep my knights alive. We take damage when they go. What's going on, Skeletor? You know me, slinging spells. Hold on. I saw a post where someone had a picture of a cat and they couldn't remember the word for heterochromia when you have 2 different eye colors. So they're like, here's a picture of my cat. It's homophobic. It's like, it took me a while to figure out what was going on. It's like, I don't think that's what they're trying to say. I'm pretty sure it's not. I hope it's not. It would raise a lot of questions about the cat. Oh, you know, gentlemen. Just plagued by anxiety all the time. But overall, alright. Another rainstorm. Keep my people fresh and healthy. I don't know if I've heard about that parrot. Sounds like a real piece of work, that parrot. Doop, doop. I mean, the guy I do like screen printing stuff for, sadly his dog Cleo passed last year. She was a very, very good dog. I miss her. But she was terrified of, like, purple? Like, there was a dumpster outside this place that was a bright purple. She was terrified of that thing. It's weird. Like, dogs will just kind of, like, pick a thing and have a negative association with it sometimes. Hey, being here and streaming is therapeutic for me. It's helpful. I might want to heal here. My dog hates children. What's going on, Katase? We have Imp Call, Aura, Clarity. Yeah, I should try and pick up a few more healing items. Yeah, dogs hate people wearing hats sometimes. He sees a child in Doom, the only thing they fear is you, starts playing. They call him the Child Slayer. Alright, keep Imp Swarm going. I want to heal my knight. Pretty sure a lot of the health loss I experienced was him dying earlier. Two off-leash dogs, one of whom charged my dog, of course. They shouldn't have their dogs off leash in a park with no fence around next to a busy road. You try to explain to me that everyone does illegal stuff, like cheating on their taxes. That's my favorite argument that people can give. It's just such a deep misunderstanding of what the context of what the conversation's about. I may have told the story before, but years back, I went to a town hall meeting in my town, and I was talking about some of their, at the time, upcoming changes to, like, how rentals work and a bunch of other stuff. And no joke, one of the council members interrupted me toward the end of my talk and was like, listen, man, it's only illegal if you get caught, alright? Like, this isn't meant to affect you, it's meant to affect the problem houses. And, like, just having a man that represents the town say, like, it's only illegal if you get caught. Like, as long as the police don't show up at your place, it's not a problem. Blew me away. I love when people randomly admit to crimes in casual conversation. Alright, at 100 health, I would like to not take any more damage. The stupid eyeballs are a problem for my peoples, though. And those imps are not part of my team, are they? Like, that's pretty much the implication, Bruhike. Dude was there in his, like, fucking flip-flops and a Hawaiian print shirt and shorts. And it's like, that's the energy he brought to this meeting anyway. So he didn't give a crap. He was, like, genuinely confused about why I found this to be problematic. Whenever an enemy is dealt damage this way, you ran. Oh, I have to be in the zone to heal from this. It's not gonna heal enough. I'm just losing life doing it. There's still a spawner left? Good lord. Just trying to, like, force my turtle out. There we go. I don't want a nightly court when I'm down to 80 health, because that's enough to kill me. Jesus, that lady just did a lot of damage. Alright, Blood Shift is going to do 18 damage. It cost me 8 health. It does dark damage. And of course, completely immune to dark. Put the maw in front of him. Give her a maw. Fan of Flames. Oh, Lord. I might need to just teleport someplace safe. Oh, I see what you're saying. I gotcha. I wasn't saying anything of consequence. Automatic cough detection from realistic audio recordings using C. Bilston. With boundary regression, we can improve the stream. Alright, not resistant to dark at the very least, so we can blood shift. Nope, I need them to destroy another. There we go. Now I can blood shift. Well, it's a net positive on health, I suppose. Just gonna run to my boys. Get him, team! Damn, they're immortal. Metallic stuff. Allied units can heal. Yeah, we'll give that. Although, first sphere. It's random. But we do enough damage that Helm of the Host makes sense here. Can anyone on my team reach? Yeah, Turtle's doing some damage. Sort of. Oh my god. Flatbreads of India. $120, 3 hours to learn how to make naan. You can just learn from, was it Nara? Nara, did you make naan recently? Nara's teaching class only cost $100. And it's only 2 hours long. Was it Nara that did it? Someone posted naan in Discord. But still, you could. It's a hunt, not Nara. Take it. It's a good opportunity. $100. I can make minute rice in 50 seconds. We have 2 blood shifts here. What class are you qualified to teach? I could probably teach you how to use a number of programs in the Adobe family. Sculpture, at least to a degree. Molding and casting. I've taught classes on molding and casting. She heals how much? Regenerates 3. Still reincarnates once. So I'm doing 6 damage a turn. Rough. Once she dies, she'll be teleported somewhere out in the world, and that's gonna be bad for her. Lesson number 1's always flare the base. I might not have enough slimes. I'm a little concerned about that part. I knew it. Knew it was gonna be flare the base. 1 more. What? 1 more? 2 more? There we go. And that's a good place for her to be. It's only time now, before she dies. Perhaps too much time. What speed are we on? X turbo.
Hey!
What's going on, Bankai? We call that barbecue pitboying the pot katase. Eventually, they will die. If they don't get out, though, like if they somehow escape their little prison up there, but I don't think that's possible. There we go. Now we'll just, get my slime's a little healing up there. Think we did it? Hands off the keyboard. And then we'll hold 5 until the slimes are gone. Back down to turbo. I've gotten Imp Swarm on so many floors today. That is wild. Fire of Angels, Ghost Ball, Annihilate, Immolate, Poison Sting. I think I'm gonna reroll on principle of like I don't I don't want any more Imp Swarm. And I keep getting Endless Swarm. Dual Angels. It's true, if you take the human intestines, you could wrap it around the one set of human intestines can roll around the earth 75 times. This is a true stat. Don't Google it though. The new Draco Lich upgrade for ice. Comes with a soul jar, has dark breath. Oh. Reanimating slain units is, you know, I have not played with the Draco Lich. Alright, maybe we won't reroll. What do we got for Ghost Ball? We have Ghost King, I like him. Doomstorm. Alas, we have no way of making storm clouds. Pandemic again. Pride precipitates a dizzying fall. Silk Shot. Dual Angels. They can cast your Death Bolts. I don't have Death Bolts. Hydra Reclamation means we can cast a lot of Frostfire Hydras. Banishment gets rid of temporaries. Now we'll see what we have coming up. Jar of Ectoplasm, Sparklooms, Spriggan Maker. Kinda tempted to take a Spriggan Maker. We just don't have a wand still. As much as I want to see that Draco Lich, I think I am going to reroll. Mostly for the floor's sake. I'm looking for a health potion. Sorcery Staff. I might take a Sorcery Staff. Amnesia Shrine. Wait a minute. Would Amnesia Shrine give us spell points? Could we break the game? Could we unlearn Horde of Halfmen and gain 8 spell points that we could spend how we want? Just to have it stripped away at the end of the level anyway? Slain units are reanimated as Chaos Spirits. Yes, we actually could. Oh hell yeah, preparedness? It would still take the spell away at the end, right? Alright, Horde of Halfmen, Burning Halfmen. Cost 100 health to cast, but it's pretty sweet. Alright, it would take it away at the end. Ice Guardians. For each 100 damage dealt, get a charge of a random ice conjuration spell. Alas. And once again, they gave me Imp Swarm. Good lord, game. Flame Rave. And Aether Swap with Blind Casting. So Word of Chaos is going to be a big part of this. And we will have multicast going when we first arrive. Which will let us do... I guess Chill Wind? Chill Wind's our sorcery? Alright. That's unfortunate. Word of Chaos will do a lot of work. Stun each enemy for 6 turns, teleport them to a random tile, deal lightning damage to fire people, fire damage to lightning people, and constructs take physical damage. And if we kill anyone, we get some fun stuff. I don't think we're gonna see too much die here. We're looking for fire, lightning, constructs. Nope. I go to a different level. I don't think I want to use the Amnesia Shrine, or maybe I would. Dark, Demon. Wow, it's every one of them. These technically they fall into the categories we're looking for, but this is rough. Every little fortress is here. Alright, I could Chill Wind twice. Like a kaiju battle, right? Like 2 titans and a little city. I mean, I could Chaos Spell. And we are going to be Chaos wording here. I'll be able to Chill Wind everything twice. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. It's a silly level. Word of Chaos just to get the party started. Yeah, another one. Another one. Out of my Chill Winds. That's Horde of Half-Mans. It's a lot of health there. Still have multicast going, but unfortunately... don't really have any other sorceries to take advantage of here. Do you think the game needs to be rebalanced to account for the new shrines? Or are there additions, more skill multipliers that won't make the game easier for new players? I think it's still fine. God damn it. Hold on, at the very least I can mute the inputs coming from that channel. Volume mixer. Quick. It's so loud. What? Why does that not stop the sound? There we go, okay. It's calling from inside the house. Do it again. I need a ride from the airport. I might drink a mana potion just so I could Chill Wind again here. What about your car's extended warranty? It's the only phone call I get these days. If only I had more casts of chill wind. Does a Rift Wizard save mid-run? Oh, it does. But it'd be very annoying for me having to stitch it together later on as one run. Yes, my children. Chris is so rude. I gotta finish what I'm doing. I'll just enter the phone call later.
Hello.
There you are. We'll be hopping on V-Rising shortly, no rush. Gotcha, gotcha. It's whenever this run comes to its conclusion in a few floors. Come on. There we go. Oh, there's still a fiend. Much better. Exactly. I'm not the flake. They are. Robe of the Void, Volcanic Lance. So we have Worm Eggs with Magic Eggs. I love Magic Eggs. Silver Spear with Copper Shaft. Oh, I do not want to reroll. I want to keep everything that is here right now. Can we get... It's kind of hoping for a health potion, but that floor looks fine to me. Trying to make my new item, but I don't know how to code for shit. Well, that's your first problem. You don't want to code poo. You want to be coding your game. The shit part's bad. Ooh, good point, though. We do, in fact, have an opportunity here. I like Worm Eggs, even though I don't have Disperse. I might ditch the Worm Eggs. Silver Spear is the real winner here, and that'll pair well with Carnival of Pain. Soul Swap is good. Code for users, not for inanimate objects or fecal matter. Eye of Ice with Ice of Ice Ball. Eye of Ice Ball is good. Darkness is good. Ghost Mass. They have a generous retry system, so I don't have to redo an entire battle. Still can only handle a few battles a real-life day. Alright, Earthen Sentinel. Oh. Alright, we get the upgrades too. That's enough for me. Translocation, let's take Disperse. Let's give it Protective Warp. Hell yeah. Amnesia Shrine lets me cheat. So now my Worm Eggs are better. Get Master Memory so I can cast... Well, we could do better than that. We could definitely do better than that. We're not gonna have... Oh, we will have Undead. Let's get rid of that. Dragon Lord gets me more Worm Eggs. Alright. And then maybe Horde Mancer? Yeah. Okay. That's fun. I might even get rid of Pillar of Flame here. Strips main target of shields and applies negative fire resistance. Archconjurer gets us 2 more charges. Yeah. Alright. That's one option. That's old Thunderbones. Come on, show me the damage radius. I want to see threat. There we go. I think I like this. Your arcane, which is good. Your dark, which is good. Your dark, which is good, even though you have the holy resist. Old Thunderbones is the problem friend here. And the worms aren't great, but I think we'll be okay. Start here. I have ice for free. Worm eggs. Disperse. Worm eggs. Worm eggs. Worm eggs. Disperse. Start. You know what? Carnival of Pain. Silver Spirit. Yeah. Hey, big guy. Yeah, Twitch doesn't understand what links are. It's very annoying. More worm eggs. More worm eggs. Disperse these into the worlds. Good. Old Thunderbones has already bit it. Is it just a couple of Void Knights left up there? They're as good as dead. A wall of paper's coming. Amalgamate slime, yes. With slimy mimic. We could turn some of our extra slimes into something fun. We have Dragon Mage. Disrupting Flames again. Storm Shield on Storm Burst. We have Spreading Flame. We get to cast it one time. Vampirism. It gets Dominate. And Penetrating Gaze. And Worm Eggs is back with Radiant Eggs. Ophon or Pope? Ophon's gonna be a drag-out experience. Probably gonna go for Pope. Oh my god, 3 Winterbringers? Good lord. I still have 2 spell points. I can get Disperse again. Not a lot of good starting locations here, if I'm being honest. We have Spreading Flame. It's gonna get +6 damage, +6 radius, and then anything that dies spreads. Sadly, not a lot of, like, good targets for that. Not much will die. Really, the exciting thing is amalgamate slime, and I don't think it's so exciting that it's like, we have to keep what we got here. The worm eggs are nice. And I guess I do like that they'll be able to dominate, but default dominate is what, 40 HP? And that's max, not current. We need the other upgrade for it to be current HP. So I don't think vampirism is going to see much work either. I think I'm just going to re-roll. Heaven's Wrath with Halt Heretics. As stun. Drake Birth. Cast Storm Drake when it dies. Combust Poison with Flame Rave. Mystic Vision with Overwatch. When you cast Mystic Vision, cast your Floating Eye on unoccupied adjacent tiles. Fun. We have Dual Angels again. We have Shaped Blast. Gets bigger the further away we cast it. Never damages the wizard or their allies. I like Shaped Blast. And Stinging Rebuke. Each turn, cast your Poison Sting on up to 2 enemies in line of sight who dealt damage to you. I dig that as well. And then Combust Poison actually has a bit of a home here. Cool. Alright, what do we got? Miniaturization Shrine, a little bit late, but I can miniaturize my other hat. It's Insanity Queen or Insanity Queen. It's a lot of cockatrices that could freeze me and turn me to glass. They each get to do bad things to me twice. And then there's I have nowhere to hide from this. That's a lot of wizards too. Wow, both of these seem bad for me. Maybe this one's the least bad one? God, they're all Frostbew. There's nowhere I could start that is going to be safe. But I can Mystic Vision when I first arrive. It's an enchantment, which means I get to cast it for free, essentially. And then I could Heaven's Wrath. Or would I maybe do Choir of Angels instead? Just something like pull the aggro from the people that are going to try and do bad things to me. Alright, I'm going to be surrounded by stuff anyway. Of course. The Choir of Angels not next to me. Okay. Get a lightning ball going out there. Where am I standing right now? There I am. Not where I want to be. Spending 2 on regen aura might be worth it. We do have a lot of friends. I don't want to be Aether swapped anymore. Is she the only one on the level? It's her and her? Let's just make sure she's not hanging around anywhere else. Damn, they're incredible radius. And I'm blind. Chaos Ball. Help me out here. Alright, I got Aether swapped again. Mystic Vision. Grant me eyes. In a few seconds, could you say... Alright, I won't say it yet. I'll wait a few seconds. Before I say Siri. Alright. I got some scary friends heading my way. Doesn't hurt allies. Haha. We have pyrophilia, don't we? Yes, we do. And we have some fire slimes. I don't think I need to worry about healing ores. But I will have the dream hags die. 160 health. Ah, Cockatrice is right on me. I'm frozen. Tempted just to teleport out of here. I only have the one last teleport, but I don't like where I am. I swear, at least once previously, the iPad managed to trigger itself while playing muted audio. Really? Like, even though it was muted, internally it understood that, like, the word Siri was said? That's scary, almost. I don't like that. I don't care for that. No, sir, don't care for that. Alright, I got my little army put together here. Mystic Vision. Up blind, run its course. And we do holy damage with fire, that's nice. Alright, that wizard's dead. I can leave my cage of eyeballs. Right? As many people pointed out, we've gotten like the worst version of the future that we've predicted. It's like a lot of that technology we thought would happen happened. It's just really crappy versions of it. Instead of AI, we got just large language models with predictive text abilities and things trained on stolen assets that whenever you generate an image or a video uses the power of a small town for a day. It's like, well, damn, that sucks. I need to get over here and deal with this problem. I think I might do that by dispersing a little bit. Haha! Spread my forces out just a little bit. Cage of Eyeballs, that's my new album title. Does free horror movie Mondays? That sounds amazing. That's my kind of thing right there. Alright, here's the problem. Like, that's the source of our issue. We gotta get over there. What movie are they showing tomorrow? You don't get to know until you get there? I dig that. There was another dream hag? Son of a bitch. Oh, I notice I have a problem next to me. Herbert West has a good head on his shoulders, and another one on the desk in his office. I love Reanimating. Jeffrey Combs is just one of my favorite actors. Alright. No one does anything but me for a minute. Everyone calm down. Guinea Pig, Flower, Flesh and Blood. Yeah, the Guinea Pig movies are... There's not much in the way of, like, plot or story. It's really just if you want to see gross stuff. As someone who enjoys the artistry of making gross stuff, I don't mind it. But it's definitely not for everybody. Oh no, you would not care for this guinea pig, Bankai. It's guinea pig more in the sense of, like, experimenting on someone, guinea pig. Bet they would clean up if they sold cherry soda and black popcorn, yeah. Send you out. Choir of Angels, why don't you heal me up a little bit? Alright, you're not gonna be able to heal me, right? Living and holy units are healed. Not me, sadly. I cheer when I see stuntmen really sell falling downstairs. Alright, I was gonna say, you? I don't remember summoning you. Poison Sting. Poison Sting. Horror-themed drinks. Yeah, go on, tell us more. That was helpful. Ball lightning, ball lightning. And another ball of lightning for you. Just send all three of my balls out there. The carry. I like it. Poison you. Combust poison. I wish I had more range. Wait, I have Mystic Vision. Out of fireballs. We got one more combust poison. This is the Wild Mage Trial. Every floor is random spells. We have no control over what we get. Alright, we have 2 mana potions. I could drink one just to, like, try and finish the job. Came for you, lady. And you can't be poisoned, unfortunately. I think the team will get to you sooner or later. Nope, giant fly is the enemy. Slowly burning through him. I'd like to do this without drinking my mana potion, so we're just gonna let the summons kind of deal with it, I think. You're still alive?
Hello there.
Mighty Odin. try and kill this stupid fake queen off. Alright, there goes the big old fly. There goes the fake queen. Just sat down with dinner? What are you eating? Chicken parm, nice. Alright, I think that Phoenix is it. Onion rings and nuggets, no problem. Who doesn't like a nice onion rings and nugs? Alright, for our Mordred fight, we have Ice Phoenix with Heal Aura, Volcanic Eruption with Volcano, Paralyzing Combustion on Combust Poison. We have Heavenly Blast with Echo Heal, we have White Flame on Melt. Whenever we cast a fire or cast spell other than Melt target an enemy, Melt is also cast. Pyrostatic Curse does count. We can get we can curse them and melt them in one go. Storm Drake as a ghost. This isn't too bad. I'm not a huge fan of putting out Knights, since we take that damage at the end. But I dig Ice Phoenix. I like Volcano. How'd you feel about the Taco Bell semi-nuggets? I thought they were great. Like, better than most chicken nuggets you get at fast food joints. Ice Vortex isn't gonna help us out very much. I don't know, I like the idea of being able to Pyrostatic Curse and get Melt on there. It's not too much, but... we have Thunderstrike. The fry's been broken every time you've been there. You'll never get to find out how delicious it really is. It's gonna come down to personal taste, obviously, but, like, it's not a chicken nugget, I would argue, because I think of a chicken tender as being made of, like, an uninterrupted piece of chicken. You know, it's made of unprocessed chicken meat. But if you go to, like, McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King, that is ground chicken that is shaped, breaded, and fried. There is no, like, muscle structure. So I think Taco Bell has more of a chicken tender. Chicken meat in a cookie cutter, yeah. Most chicken in fast food is heavily processed. Well, what I'm saying is when you look at, like, a nugget versus a tender, like, tender should have grain of the meat, exactly. So, like, if you go to Popeyes, if you go to Chick-fil-A and Taco Bell, you're getting chicken meat that has the grain involved. Whereas the other places, you're getting a chicken nugget, which is ground meat. Yeah. Now you see what I'm putting down. I might re-roll. Like, I like some of the stuff we have going on, but there's also a few problems here. But we do have 2 mana potions. If we do the curse, if they take fire damage, anyone in line of sight, 2 people in line of sight, will take that much lightning damage. For 6 turns. Resistance melting. Removes fire. You know, maybe I will keep it. It's a nice combination of pyrostatic and melt. Ice Phoenix is in there. But we're only gonna have 6 casts of that. That's the problem. Not a lot of, like, high damage choices here. We could stun with this. 31 damage. I'm considering, like, if we reroll, there's a chance we might get something that does a lot of individual target damage. We haven't seen, like... we haven't seen Soul Tax. Soul Tax would be great. Alright, what are our skills? This is the last floor, so we wanna consider our options. Hex Specialist? Alright. Maybe I will do this. Lightning Warp. Enchanter's Boon. We don't have any good self-targeting enchantments, unfortunately. Yeah, Taco Bell, you're getting real pieces of meat. I like the breading, it is crispy. I like the seasoning. And the dips are very good. I like them more than most other fast food places. Alright. I'm gonna re-roll and hopefully I won't regret it. Sweet Jesus. We have Word of Ice and Word of Beauty. We have Soul Wind, Volcanic Eruption still. Venom Bear is a good one, and Eye of Rage with Lycanthropy. Not super duper. I regret the reroll. I regret the reroll. We might get a lot of casts on Soul Wind, though. I should have stuck with it. Wait, I hit the reroll while I was in the portal. I could have stayed on that level, but with different spells. Got your final exam grades back? Nice. You know, I guess that's a way. If you have a floor that you kind of like, but you're not 100% sure on, you could reroll. Yeah, Lycanthropy will probably help out. Honestly, like, Word of Beauty is a nice one to have. And a shield strip.
Very good.
And I love Word of Ice. We get to see it go off twice. We're just gonna make a bunch of Venom Bears. Well done, Mighty Odin. I always knew you would do it. That's a lot of Twilight Knights. I'm gonna put myself kind of centralized, because I have a lot of friends. Live and drink. Venom Bear. Venom Bear. And this is why we waited before casting Word of Ice. I don't like that I'm down here now. Chaos Bell. Get my Venom Bears out there. Like, my hope is basically we're gonna rely on generating a lot of buddies around me. It's when Mordred moves us around, that's when things are gonna go wrong. God damn it, where am I? I'm up here now. Where's Mordred? I got away with hitting a smaller amount of my people? Jesus. There we go, I'm only hitting a slime. Ah, 47 health. Where to beauty, please? I have rage. Should have done that earlier. Volcanic eruption. That'd be nice to kill that. Can I reach it? I can reach just one of them. Guess let's soul wind it. Again, try not to hit all of my things. Not bad. I'm just gonna stay in this clog of dogs over here. Take out that spawner. Can I curve you just a little bit? Ah, whatever. Volcanic eruption here. Just want to get rid of this crowd next to me. Even though I'm going to be shifted soon anyway, so it won't matter. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. Come on, don't die. Crap. If he ice balls me, I'm in a bad way. I need the mana potion and word of beauty. I'm probably just gonna die here, but we have enough targets around me that maybe we'll make it. Ah. I should have never re-rolled. I finished my bread and now I'm sad because I'm out of bread. Just eat more bread. Eat more bread. Aw, dang it. Yeah, the re-roll was a bad time. We had 2 words that we could use once per per mana potion. Soul Wind, which is not gonna do enough damage, but at least we would get a, like, essentially an unlimited number of casts because of Soul Harvest. Volcanic Eruption was probably our best damage dealer. And then it was Giant Bear and Eye of Rage were gonna be the brunt of it. Like, just dump out bears. But every time we get shuffled on the board... Yeah, Soul Wind also cost HP to cast, which is a problem. But, like, I had to do damage. But really, what I should have done was just hole up, and every time we get moved, just make, like, 4 bears huddle down and be patient. But really, what I should have done was not re-roll. Like, I had a relatively okay set of spells, but I wanted to see if I can get better. I wanted to see if I can get better stuff. I do like the Wild Magic Trial. You have to try a bunch of stuff you don't normally take. Random upgrades. I like it. We do another bear run? No, I've been receiving Discord calls for V Rising that I'm gonna take a look at. They've been blowing me up, but first I have to pee and refill my water bottle. But when I come back, we're gonna look at V Rising. I have never seen V Rising. A lot of people seem to like it.